Hi, my name's Ciara from Ciara's Home Yoga. Welcome to day 6 of gentle everyday yoga. We'll start seated on our mat with our legs crossed and our eyes closed. Option to sit in a cushion or a bolster if that's more comfortable for you. We'll start today by taking a few moments to consciously slow down our breathing, breathing deeply into our belly. Check in with our belly, feel it rise and fall with every breath. And release. We'll open our eyes and we'll start our practice today by rubbing our palms together really quickly. We'll cup our hands over our eyes now and bring softness to our face. Feeling the heat from our palms melting away any tension behind our eyes and in our face. Breathing deeply. And release. We'll bring our hands to our knees and we'll do some hip circles here. On our inhale, we'll come forward, chest open, arching our back. Exhale, bringing our chin to our chest and squeezing our navel to our spine. We'll repeat this 2 more times, breathing deeply. Holding onto our knees and our shoulders remain down and away from our ears. Change direction, continuing to move with our breath. When we come forward, we're opening our chest, shoulders back and down, arching our back. And when we move back, we're squeezing our navel to our spine, breathing deeply. And release. We'll bring our feet to one side and we'll make our way to kneeling on our mat. Shoulders back and down. We'll inhale, come up, arms up, look up. Exhale, arms down. We'll give ourselves a hug and fold forward, bringing our elbows to our thighs. We'll repeat this a few times, moving with our breath. Last one. And release. We'll make our way to tabletop now with our hands under our shoulders and our knees under our hips. We'll inhale, straighten our right leg and reach up with our right hand to the ceiling. Exhale, knee back down and we'll thread the needle. Bring our right arm under our left hand. We'll push into our left hand to increase the twist. Option to come up onto your fingertips here, or you can bring your left hand to the top of the mat. Whatever feels better for you. Breathing deeply. Feeling into our belly rise and fall with every breath. Inhale back to center and we'll repeat the same on the other side. We'll inhale, straighten our left leg, reach up with our left hand. Exhale, knee back down and we'll thread the needle. Pushing into our right hand to increase the twist. Coming up onto our fingertips or your hand to the top of the mat. Whatever works for you. Breathing deeply here. Bringing softness to our face. We'll inhale back to tabletop and we'll check our alignment. Hands under our shoulders and knees under our hips. We'll straighten our right leg and bring our toes to our mat. We're activating in our leg here, pushing through our heel to the floor. Breathing deeply. We'll stay here for a few breaths, pushing our chest away from our mat as we do this. On our next inhale, we'll bring our right knee to our nose. Exhale, drop our belly, look up, point our heel to the ceiling. And again, inhale, knee to nose. Exhale, drop our belly and heel to the ceiling. Think cat-cow movements here. One more time, arching and curving our spine as we flow. And release, bringing our knee back to tabletop. We'll cross our feet behind us and we'll come to sit cross-legged. We'll do some shoulder squeezes here. So on our inhale, we're squeezing our shoulders back and down, tucking our chin in slightly. And exhale, release. And again, inhale, squeezing our shoulder blades together. Exhale, release. One more time. And release. We'll make our way back to tabletop now. And we'll straighten our left leg, bring our toes to our mat. Activating our left leg, pushing through our heel, keeping this leg nice and strong and breathing deeply. Inhale, we'll bring our left knee to our nose, squeezing our navel to our spine. Exhale, we'll drop our belly, look up and point our heel to the ceiling. And again, we'll repeat this 2 more times, moving with our breath. And release. We've 2 options next. The first is to open our knees wide, bring our big toes to touch, sit in our heels and come forward into extended child's pose. For our second option, we'll sit in our heels, bring our fingertips to our mat behind our feet and squeeze our shoulder blades back and down, lifting through our chest, drawing our elbows towards each other. Choose the option that feels best for you. Breathing deeply. Long, slow inhales and long, slow exhales. And release. From whatever option you picked, we'll make our way to tabletop. We'll tuck our toes and raise our hips up to come into down dog. We'll bend our knees here, drawing our tailbone to the ceiling and our chest to our thighs, before walking our legs out, bending one knee and then the other. Breathing deeply. Our shoulders are drawn down our back. On our next inhale, we'll step forward with our right foot to our lunge. We'll drop our left knee to our mat and raise up in our upper body. Our pelvis is tucked here. Hips are square to the front of our mat, shoulders back and down, and we'll reach up with our hands. Breathe deeply here. We'll heel toe our right foot an inch or so out to the right side of our mat for extra stability here. We'll bring our right hand to our right knee, pointing our left hand over to the right side of our mat for a nice side stretch. Breathing deeply. Inhale, back up to a lunge. And exhale, we'll bring our hands to our mat, tuck our back toe, and we'll make our way back to down dog again. In this down dog, we're going to rock our hips from side to side, continuing to draw our tailbone to the ceiling and our chest to our thighs. On our next inhale, we'll step forward with our left foot between our hands. Drop our right knee and raise up in our upper body. Pelvis tucked, hips square to the front, shoulders back and down. Lowering our hips to our mat if that feels good. Breathing deeply here. We'll heel toe our left foot an inch or two to the left side of our mat, before bringing our left hand to our knee and stretching to the left with our right hand, breathing deeply. Inhale back to center, and we'll make our way to down dog one last time, tailbone to the ceiling. We'll do a cleansing breath here, so we'll inhale through our nose and a long, slow exhale through our mouth. On our next inhale, we'll walk our hands towards our feet, and exhale, we'll fold forward to ragdoll, having a slight bend in our knees here. We'll hold on to the opposite elbow with each hand and gently rock from side to side, breathing deeply. We'll lower our hands to our mat and we'll walk back out to down dog before lowering our knees to our mat. I'll mirror the following pose. We'll extend our left leg and bring our right foot to our left inner thigh. Inhale, arms up, lining up our upper body with our leg. And exhale, fold forward, folding over our left leg. We're lengthening in our spine here. Shoulders back and down. Bring our hands to a thigh, our shin, or the mat. On every inhale, we're lengthening in our spine, and exhale, folding forward without collapsing in our upper body. Flexing our left foot, and breathe deeply here. We bring softness to our face. Check in behind our eyes and our jaw, and make sure we're not holding any tension there. And release, coming back up to center. We'll switch out our legs, extending our right leg, bringing the sole of our left foot to our right inner thigh. Inhale, arms up, lining up our upper body with our leg. Exhale, fold forward, lengthening out of our spine. Shoulders remain back and down. We won't round in our upper body here. On our inhales, we're lengthening, and on our exhales, we'll see if we can fold forward, flexing our right foot, bringing our hands to our mat, wherever feels good for you. Breathing deeply. And release, back to center. We'll make our way to lying on our mat now. I do this by holding onto my knees and lowering down one vertebrae at a time. We'll hug our right knee into our chest. Before drawing small circles with our right knee here. Keeping our shoulders down away from our ears. Change direction. And release. Other side. We'll hug our left knee into our chest. And we'll draw some circles with our knee at this side. Breathing deeply. We're grounding with our right heel into our mat here. Change direction. And release. Bringing the soles of both feet to our mat. We'll cross our left leg over our right knee, hold on to our left knee and we'll twist to the right. Making sure that our left shoulder remains grounded on our mat, looking to our left outstretched hand, breathing deeply here. And release. Other side, crossing our right leg over our left knee. Holding on to our right knee with our left hand and twisting to the left, looking to our right outstretched hand. Our right shoulder remains on our mat. Check in with our belly, feel it rise and fall with every breath. Inhale back to center, bringing both soles of our feet back to our mat again. Before extending our right leg up to the ceiling, pushing through our heel. We'll hold on to the back of our right thigh here. Option to hold on to your calf or even your big toe. I like to hold on to the back of my thigh so that I can ground my shoulders to the mat at the same time. You can keep your left leg on the mat here, or you have an option to straighten your leg, flexing our foot and grounding through our heel. Shoulders remain back and down. Breathing deeply throughout. Option to use a strap here if that works better for you, or you can have a slight bend in your knee. And release, bringing both soles of our feet back to our mat again before raising our left leg to the ceiling, holding on to our thigh, our shin or our big toe. Option to straighten your right leg, flex the foot and ground into your heel. Breathing deeply. Inhale, we're reaching through our heel, and exhale, we'll see if we can increase the stretch. And release, bringing both soles of our feet back to our mat before hugging both knees into our chest and rocking from side to side. Breathing deeply. And release. We'll roll to one side and push ourselves back up to sitting for a last pose. We'll sit cross-legged and we'll cup our chin in our hands. We'll apply pressure to our temples with our fingertips and breathe deeply. I hope you enjoyed this practice and you feel grounded to your body and connected with your breath. Please consider subscribing to Ciara's Home Yoga to join me for day 7 of gentle everyday yoga. Have a great rest of your day. Namaste.